Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz with the latest roundup of sports today. Let's take a look at what we're discussing. First of all, we give you the news of Pakistan's campaign against Bangladesh at home, which has been probably the most horrendous one ever right now. Bangladesh are on a roll at stumps. They were, because of early stumps due to rain in the Twin Cities, they were about 143 runs short. They didn't lose a wicket. They were 42 without losing any wicket, and they've been exceptional. They managed to bowl out Pakistan for 172. Mahmood took 5-wicket haul as well. Bangladesh now lead the 2-match series by 1-0. They were absolutely superb, as I just highlighted. But the fact is, for Pakistan cricket, it is clearly back to the drawing board. Be it captaincy, batting, bowling, any format, the team environment at this moment. 2024, where it's been a medals galore. China leading the medal table with 36 gold. Great Britain, United Kingdom are at second place with 23, and USA and Brazil have earned 9 gold medals each. They're at third and fourth place respectively. So of course Pakistan's campaign is all set to take place as well. Our lone athlete Haider Ali is going to participate in the discus throw in a couple of days, and we're very hopeful. He's won a gold before for Pakistan, that it's going to be another stellar gold medal for Pakistan, which we will be celebrating. So that's what we're discussing on the show in detail. Of course, time now to introduce the guests. First of all, joining us in studios is international cricket commentator, broadcaster, presenter, and our sports expert Asif Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We've also been joined by fellow anchor and cricket expert Ali Gohar. Assalamu alaikum, Ali. How are you?
Walaikum assalam. Great to be here.
Thank you for joining us as well. Now, before we start the show, we'd just like to send out a very special birthday wish to one of our producers in the team as well. Mr. Sufyan has got his birthday. So, Sufyan, a very, very happy birthday to you from our team as well. Thank you for being an integral part of Sports Extra, and we wish you some great years of happiness and success up ahead. And like I said, it's a time to celebrate, and of course with all of us as well, Sufyan. So once again, congratulations to you and enjoy your day. Like I said, you're an integral part of Team Sports Extra and the PTV World family as well. Now, of course, we'll start things in detail, but before that, let's take a look at this report.
In Pakistan versus Bangladesh second test, Bangladesh won the toss and sent Pakistan into bat. Despite half-centuries from Shan Masood, Saim Ayub and Salman Ali Agha, and dropped 4 catches of varying difficulty, Pakistan were bowled out of 274 on the second day of the second test in Rawalpindi. Masood brought up his 50. He hit only 2 fours in his 50, which made it the fastest 50 in Test cricket since 2002. Lathan and Mehdi fought back with a 165-run stand for the 7th wicket, helping Bangladesh avoid the follow-on in the process. Their partnership took the visitors to the 193 for 8. Lathan continued his impressive innings after bringing up his 4th test, that scored 138 and kept his side in the hunt. Pakistan finally grabbed the last 2 wickets.
And that'll be stumps. Bangladesh pick up the night watchman with a Jaffa Hassan just getting the ball to move enough.
Ons to win. Earlier, Pakistan were bundled out for 172 on day 4 for the ongoing second test in Rawalpindi.
There you have it, all you need to know about what has proceeded on this day of play, courtesy this report by Malaika. And like I of course said that, it's very important to understand what's been going on right now. Ali Gohar, what would you like to add? I understand that you're all about patience and give a team time and the share of Test cricket, but so far it's just been a horrendous day for Pakistan Test cricket.
It's been a horrendous few years, and we're very quick to blame the players, and there is blame there. We'll get to that. But there was this saying whenever Pakistan lost, that whenever Pakistan lost a match, former players and analysts would say, if we're not careful, Pakistan cricket will decline just like hockey. Well, guess what? You're there. Pakistan cricket is there. And it was there a long time ago. Alarm bells really should have gone off when we lost 3-0 to England at home on Rhodes. Ahmed, the sign of a decline, when you're in a decline really, is when you lose so easily at home. That's when you know the ship has sunk. You have to start all over again. And I'm not just talking about the cricketers. I'm not talking about cosmetic changes. I'm talking about from the very top. From the very top. we've been involved in cricket we've been involved in cricket for many years now. Very little has changed, and people don't want it to change. Do you know why? Because as a nation, unfortunately, we embrace mediocrity. I know exactly what it looks like. It's the same people again and again, recycled. I mean, you can't even make pitches. That's how bad it is right now. And Pakistan managed to win some games because we have tremendous talent. We're blessed with very talented cricketers. So you will win the odd series or the World Cup just because of sheer talent. It's amazing that the Pakistan cricket has managed to compete at the international level. I mean, you just look at the dismissals right now. These were very soft dismissals, wafting outside the off stump, being worked over by very obvious plans. But full credit to Bangladesh. I said it earlier as well. These young group of fast bowlers are brilliant. They've got a lot of potential. But you can just see the cricketers are so demoralized. They lack clarity. And this starts at the very top.
Certainly, and I think I agree that, it's not simply something that has happened overnight. There's been a long haul process into the decline we are in. So, of course, Ali really mentions that particular point as well. Asif, what would you like to add? And I understand that right now it's been a very difficult moment. It's very dejected, like I also highlighted during that report as well. A certain individual, we get a lot of messages and comments from all across the cricketing fraternity. One individual, his name is Zishan, today sent me a voice note, and he was so dejected that he said that ban cricket right now. So this is what it causes to the fans in Pakistan.
Well, you can see that the empty cricket stadiums, nobody is coming there. Even you're announcing, you're telling them that there is no price of ticket if your student just come and watch cricket. Even then, no one is coming. Why? What's the reason? Because your team is not performing. Same team, same story, same words, same disappointments, and same statements all over from top to bottom. If you ask to the chairman of the Pakistan Cricket Board, if you ask to the skipper, if you ask to the cricket commentators, if you ask me, if I ask you, I'll get the same answer, that the Pakistan team is not playing for a long time. Now the problem is that the root cause is that we didn't give respect to the domestic cricket from last 5-6 years, and then of course that I strongly agree with Ali, the way we lost against England 3-0. Actually, that was an alarming situation for us, and we didn't learn the message. And that's why now the situation is that we're playing with a mediocre team, and who's playing against Bangladesh, the very strong side, to be honest. After watching 9-day cricket, now I'm saying that they're a very strong side. Why? Their players are performing so well. Talk about their batters. Talk about their bowlers. Yes, Nahid Rana, he's a new sensation not only for the Bangladesh but Pakistan and for the world as well. He's bowling 145, 150, and he's taking your top batters off like Babar Azam, Rizwan and other players. And your skipper is clueless, to be honest, that 26 for 6, the opposition, only Pakistan could do this situation that they can bring the opposition on 276. Only Pakistan have this capacity, just courtesy, poor captaincy, courtesy, some poor bowling. Why I'm saying this? Because you know that during that moment, Khurram Shehzad conceded 58 runs in 6 overs. He was bowling short pitch deliveries. He was bowling round the stumps. He was coming over the stumps and bowling over pitch deliveries. And the way Liton Kumar Das was playing him looks like that Khurram Shehzad, who has taken already 5 wickets, who was so good in first session. He was so good in first over. What happened to him? That only because he has no pace. And with the new ball, he was bowling nicely. And then Liton Kumar Das, with plenty of experience, played 40 test matches. This was his 4th test 100, second against Pakistan, changed everything. Not only him, and the way, you know why the other day I was criticizing on Rizwan, learn the art that how you are playing with the tail-enders. This is Mehdi Siraj, and after, of course, Mehdi Siraj is an all-rounder. He has taken 5 and then, of course, that a tremendous innings from him. He has supported his partner and supported in a stylish way,
absolutely,
in a classic way,
in a positive manner. I think.
Yeah, this is. I mean, the positivity was there, and the most important thing, that you are doing something for your country. And to be honest, that the way Pakistani players were playing, that was once again, where is your nationalism? Where is
Absolutely.
your why you're not playing for Pakistan? One last thing, yesterday when we were watching match, Saim Ayub was facing the last over, and he was with the tail ender Khurram, and you know that the night watchman, and he has taken single on the second delivery.
That's not
why
the
you
first,
haven't faced
That's
Saim
not the
Ayub,
that's
you
not
are-
the first time we've seen a Pakistani batter doing that. Let me be very honest. But just for references, the coach has just identified Mehdi Miraj is the one we're talking about. So that's just a reference from the coach that we've just gotten. But also joining us is first-class cricketer, and you know we always say that we are dejected, but somebody is always more dejected than us, and that is probably this individual. Kashif Majid joins us. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, sir?
Walaikum salam, Allah ka shukar, Ahmed, thank you.
Sir, how would you like to identify whatever has unfolded in the past couple of days for Pakistan cricket?
I guess I still believe it's a lack of applying yourself as a cricketer, and when we talk about not playing first class cricket, not playing domestic cricket, this is what happens. Throughout the course of those 9 days where test match happens, we see brilliance from all those guys who've been regular into this white clothing, and not those guys who've been playing the T20 cricket. Just before this series, there was talk in the town that certain players were dejected because they didn't get the NOC of playing different T20 leagues around the globe, and PCB wanted them to have some face time with this white clothing cricket or red cherry cricket, and they just don't want to stay in Pakistan. They don't want to go abroad and play those T20. This is what happens. Second important thing, everything has been said. I'll be talking about more about the technicalities of how the batsman got out. I'll be talking about Abdullah Shafiq, away from body, outswinger. Normally you want to leave those balls unless until you are quite sure about your form and the hand-eye coordination. Then you want to play away, going deliveries away from your body, away from your head position. He got out. Rizwan, never been a quality driver of the ball. He has always been a player who likes to play those horizontal bat shots, and he got out on the vertical, playing a vertical bat shot away from body. Talk about Shan Masood's dismissal, Saim Ayub's dismissal. You know, just going through that Saim Ayub dismisses, that says a lot, that he is indecisive. He's a typical player who wants to go over the top when the field is up, and he was so underconfident because of so much thing happening around him that he plays a shot which is not a test cricket shot, not a T20 shot, in between shot, and a pitch drive straight to a wide-ish mid-off, and that is it. So there, that shows that we are still not there with our mentality, with our approach, and I am not sure how I could say that, but when we are more focused on things which are not cricket related, rather than making some friends within the team, this is what happens, that it's been around 15-16th months that Babar Azam struck a half century in Test arena, and this is a very sad moment for every cricketer around the globe, that one of those guys who've been linked with being one of the finest batsmen Pakistan has ever produced have not scored a quality innings for the last 15-16 months. I am pretty sure that between that it's been 9th month gap of Test arena, Test cricket, but still he is much more than that if he plays, if he sticks to his basics, and that is just to go and bat there and nothing else.
Absolutely.
So most probably this is what the scenario is. Everybody is much more concerned about what's happening in the PCB, in the selection committee, in the coaching staff, and
In
all
the
those
dressing
things.
room, I
in
would
the
say.
dressing room, and they are not just focused to play what's out there in the center, in the inside those boundary ropes, and this is where Pakistan cricket is right now.
Absolutely. Look, I always believe every player goes through a rough patch. It's completely natural, but it's become more than that for the team itself. So Ali Gaur, that famous saying that success has many fathers, failure is an orphan right now. So I mean, nobody is ready to take responsibility. I mean, we keep on saying, okay, we need to improve grassroots level cricket, domestic cricket, get the pitches up right. But immediately the remedy, somebody's got to put first aid right now.
But how is blaming the players going to help? I mean, yes, sure, they are to blame, but we're just papering over the cracks right now. If you're talking about Shan Masood's captaincy, Babar Azam's form, the fast bowler's lack of pace, yeah, I mean, this is all a symptom of a terrible system. And it's been there for a very long time. Guys, do you understand how poor your home record is? Do you have any idea how bad it is? Even before, when you had a world-class team on paper, you've still lost at home. Even in the 90s, Australia's beaten you at home. South Africa's beaten you at home. England's beaten you at home. India's beaten you at home. Sri Lanka's beaten you at home. New Zealand has beaten you at home. So, I mean, at what point are you going to wake up from this slumber? Yes, you do have to look at the grassroots level cricket. You do have to fix domestic cricket. That is your number one, first, second, third, and fourth priority. Now, if you're telling players, I mean, let's get real here. You're telling players to play domestic cricket. Ahmed, if I start going to 5th grade, let's say right now I start 5th grade, and then I'm expected to jump to grade 12, how am I going to do? I'm not going to do very well. So it's all very easy to say play domestic cricket and you'll be fine. Well, it's not as simple as that. And the Pakistan Cricket Board, I mean, and this has been the story for so many years. Wrong people in the wrong positions. And then in the dressing room, I mean, this is what's going to happen. There will be infighting. There will be loose shots outside the off stump. There will be a lack of clarity on the field. There will be indecision and there will be defeats. So let's come to terms with that. We shouldn't be in denial. You shouldn't think that, oh, because Shan Masood is captain, we're losing. Believe me, we were losing before Shan Masood. And if we don't fix things now, we will lose after him. So there's certain things that need to be in order. Look, let's do a little exercise before I end. I hope you guys can answer me. And I want a quick answer. I can't give you one, but I'm going to give you, who's the chairman of the Australian Cricket Board? What's his name?
No one knows.
What's his name? Okay, you need to think about that. What's the chairman of the England Cricket Board's name? You don't know, right? Yeah, and that's not on you. I also have to look it up. But that's the point I'm trying to make. That is the point I'm trying to make. You're not supposed to know the chairman's name or chief selectors, that is part of the problem. So focus on that before you focus on anything else. Otherwise, you're going to keep losing.
In a hindsight, of course, we come to those as well. But I think at this moment, we should also reflect, Ali Gohar, on the fact that Bangladesh have been fantastic themselves as well. I mean, a team, with right now a background of tremendous problems, be it a political situation, be it the recent floods back home, certain things that have been against them regarding instability in their cricket board as well. You got to applaud Bangladesh. They've been absolutely fantastic.
I said it on the last show, Ahmed, that I'm very excited about this Bangladesh team because they have improved their domestic system, and a lot of these, I was excited to see their fast bowlers. I mean, look how well Rana is doing. And not only is he bowling quick, he's bowling smartly. He's bowling in very, very good areas, working over the Pakistani batters. And then Hassan as well, the way he drew Rizwan into that drive, they kept things quiet and they forced Rizwan to play that shot wide outside the off stump. They're bowling according to a plan. They're bowling with not just skill, but a lot of thought. And full credit to the captain Shanto, who's marshalling his troops brilliantly. And then to come back at 26 for 6, again, it's all about mindset, right? Most teams in that situation would have collapsed. But Liton Das and Mehdi, who had bowled beautifully in the first innings, had other ideas. What does that tell you? That means they have self-belief. They have tremendous self-belief. And we've seen, and I'm so happy to see Bangladesh doing well. We remember the old days. But this is a team with tremendous fast bowling talent. They've got some very good spinners, and it's a good blend, you've got of experience and youth. You've got the elderly statesmen in Mushfiqur Rahim, Shakib Al Hassan, Liton Das has been around for a while, and you've got some very young cricketers who are learning from them. So it's wonderful to see them playing quality test match cricket, overhauling a team at home.
I think that comeback really needs to be talked about. But it's remarkable when you look at the way things have proceeded as well for Bangladesh in the past year or so as well. So obviously, Asif, we have to talk about the fact that you're 6 down and then the way you make a comeback. I think from captaincy to where each and every player has taken responsibility, to the seniors realizing where they have to play, not making any ego issues as well themselves. Everything has been fantastic for Cricket Bangladesh.
Well, I think that I would like to talk about the captaincy. Ali is saying that yes, we will criticize him that the way he's leading the side. And we'll talk about the players, they're not playing well, but we're not talking about the root cause, that what's the problem is actually. And he has mentioned very good examples that nobody knows that who is the chairman of the Cricket Board of the Australia and who is leading English Cricket Board. But the question is that they have a proper system. We do not have. Yes, we admit that, and we'll build that, first of all. The second thing is that I have taken stats about Zakir Hassan and their opening player Shadman. Both of them, they're so good with their domestic record. Zakir, age of 26, and he has played 88 first-class games, averaging 38, 15 centuries. And Shadman played 82 first-class games, averaging 46, 13 centuries. And Nahid Rana, in age of 19, he played 17 first-class games. So the issue is that in last, as I said, that from 5-6 years, at least 3-4 years, we've been observing that you're bringing players from the shortcut way, and that is the Pakistan Super League. And when we talk about this, that the chairman selection committee or the persons belongs to the chairman selection committee, they don't like our criticism. The criticism is just for the betterment. And we see, we do not have personal or any other friends that we are promoting them, that bring them or exclude anyone else. When you brought Usman Khan and Azam Khan in T20 World Cup, and you didn't give the chance to the performance of the National T20 Cup, it means that you have opened a Pandora box and you have opened up an opportunity for the players who are looking towards the shortcuts. Second thing is that the root cause is that nobody loves to watch the domestic games. Why? Because I'm the part of the domestic commentary panel, and the media, they don't come to watch the games, and even the spectators, the stadiums, hardly they are empty. Nobody love to watch the domestic games, and that's why when you're not making heroes from the domestic structures, then when you will find the bits and pieces players, like they're playing mediocres and average players. Why I'm blaming skipper? Even skipper is not using them smartly. And that when we talk about the skipper, he should think out of the box. If there is a big partnership, it's very simple, 26 for 6, and then they made 264. Who is the responsible? And of course that when their bowlers have taken 6 wickets early on and their batters were under pressure, why you didn't keep that pressure on, and why you gave them an opportunity to make a bulk of runs? So I think that we should talk about that, what's going on in the cricket. And in the back door, of course, that there are problems, and we'll fix them, still a question marks.
Well, certainly, and I think fixing those problems is one part of the picture. The mode of dismissals are something also to worry about, because right now everybody seems that they're out of zone. Let's take a look at a report regarding Pakistan's dismissal. There you have it, all you need to know about the fall of wickets for Pakistan. Clearly, I would say, Kashif, that Bangladeshi bowlers have hit the right length, but then again, I think when a team is down and out, then these mode of dismissals are very much calculated.
I guess it is the case. It's not about the Bangladeshi bowlers doing excellent work. It's about Pakistani batters getting out on playing some rough shots. Normally, I'll go through those dismissals of Pakistan. I'll find 2 or 3 excellent deliveries who got the batsman out, and rest is the weaknesses of Pakistani batters to play those this format of cricket. This is how it will be.
Right, we're just going to come back to that after.